over 40 and you're low energy, you're carrying stubborn belly fat, and you just don't love the way you look and feel, this is the video for you. I'm going to show you how to get in the best shape of life, like all the men that we've already helped. 1,300 clients have already experienced this without tracking macros, without cutting out carbs, without doing endless cardio, and only makes your metabolism so much worse. I'm going to show you exactly how to do this, guaranteed, today, while eating more food than you've ever eaten before. Just like Phil, he was eating 1,600 calories before working with us. Now he's eating 2,500 calories maintaining this. This is Ben, over 40 years old. This is him before eating 1,500 calories. He's eating 3,000 calories and maintaining this physique. Same thing right here. This is Andrew Marjani. He's a sales leader, eating around 1,500 calories. And now before he was pre-diabetic. Now he doesn't have diabetes at all. He's getting in the best shape of his life. Who am I? I'm a doctor of physical therapist, former official UFC physical therapist manager. I worked inside a weight cutting sport where this is what we did every single day, day in, day out. Now I've already helped 1,300 men experience this over the past 19 years. Every single system I'll show you right now has been validated with real results. I've watched the entire fitness industry burn though. The problem is this: fitness coaches and nutritionists slap on generic plans on high performers. Some are even doing blood work and looking at your internal markers without a medical degree. Think about that. That is terrifying. People are on GLP-1 and peptides, and they might be making so much, like everything is so much worse. Nobody's talking about the long-term metabolic downside of taking these medications, let alone the drug-drug interaction, the potential side effects. And I'm not against this, guys. But you need to have a qualified medical professional who does this every single day that actually understands what the research suggests. And I want you to watch this till the end because you're going to fully understand what's really happening inside your body once and for all. This is the exact same system that we use with the UFC fighters, systematized for men over 40. So you can focus on the things that actually matter: building businesses, leading at the highest level, being fully present with your family, being the role model that you know you could be, and moving through life with energy, conviction, confidence, and certainty. This will be one of the most valuable videos that you ever watch on YouTube. There's no fluff. There's no noise. It's just a thing that actually works based off my experience working with over 1,300 clients and being the former UFC physical therapist manager. You're exhausted. I get it. You're working harder than ever, and nothing is changing, or at least the level that you want it to change. And the biggest mistake is this: everything you're doing is short-term. It's counterintuitive. The common approach is this. Here's what a lot of men just do. They cut out calories. They remove food. Simple math, right? Start to lose a bit of weight. They do more cardio. They get on the treadmill, maybe elliptical. They burn it off. They just work harder. They cut out the carbs, keto, low carbs, eliminate the enemy. And it works very short term at first. And then it stops working. What happens? The short-term approaches creates long-term problems. That's what's happening. Your body's really smart. It adapts. If you eat less, your body burns less. This is a physiology problem. It's not anything to do with your motivation. This is known as metabolic adaptation. It just means that as you eat less, your body will adapt. Therefore, it's going to have this downward effect. It's going to match every single time. If you eat 1,500 calories for a long period of time, eventually your body will adapt to 1,500 calories. GLP-1 Ozempic, it works the exact same way. It's very short term for the exact same reasons. All it does is it suppresses your appetite. You eat less. This is the whole mechanism why people lose so much weight. And if your goal is to look skinny fat, just keep doing this. But if your goal is to actually get in the best shape of your life, it's not just about just eating less. What's going to really happen is there's a rebound. And we're seeing this time and time every single day. People are taking GLP-1 and the weight comes back so much more aggressively. The entire problem is this. This is the problem, okay? Most trainers, most doctors, they're failing you. The reason why is because they're just measuring weight. They're not looking at the thing that actually matters, which is your body composition. And there's a lot of competing people. Like people are like, hey, this is the best thing. Physicians are saying, trainers are saying, nutritionists saying things, functional medicine doctors all saying things. They're just competing with each other instead of focusing on what actually works for the client or patient. Nobody's treating you as a complete human being looking at your data. We don't care who's right. We care about what works for you based off the data, what the root cause is. There's only two things that's keeping you stuck. Both are completely fixable. Number one, no data. Number two, no system. That's what it is. The data is this. You cannot manage what you do not measure. You can have a P&L statement for your business that tells you exactly what's working, what isn't, and where to focus. Your body needs the exact same P&L statement, guys. A DEXA scan is the P&L statement for your body. It tells you the exact same body fat percentage, the muscle mass, the visceral fat, bone density with precision. It tells you this. right? Total muscle mass, the visceral fat, which is the dangerous kind of fat around your organs, where your body's storing versus building, and what's actually changing between sessions. This is the most important thing. You want to understand what is the rate of fat loss so you can figure out what works best for your body. You've seen people lose 30 pounds and still look terrible. They have low energy. They have no libido. They have a worse body shape. They're still stuck. 99% of programs produce a result. You go on a bodybuilding program, guess what? They get you eating less, track your macros, all that. And then what happens? You rebound. They measure weight. They don't measure the thing that truly matters and systematize things into your life. They don't look at the metabolism. They don't actually look at what truly works for the person. Weight is not the right metric. Body composition is. The system is. Stop doing random things. Start doing the right thing consistently. What a system truly is a system makes your life easier. It increases the likelihood of success by removing deterrents, not adding more willpower. It focuses on high leverage activities. Give you an example. At work, you have KPIs. You focus on high leverage activities. Not everything, right? Because you can't do everything. You have to focus on the right thing. Same thing for fitness. Your energy is finite. Low leverage activities drain it before you actually do the thing that truly matters. For example, if you're doing group fitness classes, like that is a huge energy drainer. That's why you don't see high level athletes, high level CEOs do this, because it's a huge waste of time. They're just draining your bandwidth. Efficient data-driven people need efficient data-driven systems. Jumping around gives you no feedback. You cannot track what is working. You're just burning fuel for no confirmed ROI. The intelligent athlete system solves this. It's the exact same protocol that we use at the UFC. Now it's specifically built for men over 40. 18 years to 19 years I've been doing this, guys. It's a really long time. Doctor physical therapist, former UFC physical therapist, in a weight cutting sport where there's one constant question every single day. Every single day we are asking this question, right? This is me working there. How do you manage a fighter's weight without causing metabolic adaptation? This is the thing that we think about all the time. And it's the thing that we think about for our clients, the long term, because that's what we care about. Phase one is this. This is how we actually figure this out. We need to get data. We need to get a foundation. We need to understand your baseline. We need to run a smart calorie deficit, then measure things, understand the ROI. From here, we need to preserve your muscle mass. This is the most important asset in your body. It protects you. It's the thing that's going to help you live long. Then from here, we can teach you how to build this and optimize so you can eat way more food. Let's go into this a little bit more detail. Get the data. So using a DEXA scan, from here, we can pull your blood markers if we need to. We can find your true baseline. From here, you don't make decisions in business without the data, without financials. You don't do this for your body, which is the most important financials of all time, right? Then from here, once we actually measure, we can start to implement strategies. There's no more guesswork. We can reassess to see what's actually changing. You're building the P&L before you make decisions. Then from here, we can actually look to see what the change is for your muscle mass. Your muscle is your metabolism. This is the number one thing that's going to keep you in a healthy deficit while making sure you have long-term results, because you're not playing, hey, I want to look super shredded for one day. You want to get super shredded for that day and then maintain this. And you cannot do this if your metabolism is slowing down every single time you eat less food. More muscle means higher metabolic rate. This is where most programs fail. Then from here, we need to calculate your total daily energy expenditure, which is short for your metabolism. How do we actually build this back up? Then from here, while your metabolism is very high, you can start to lose even more fat. From here, we can optimize this based off your data. We can literally look at your P&L statement and be like, hey, based off your data, phase 1 and 2, this is actually how you start to build. This is actually how you eat more food. This is the numbers that you need to hit. This is what you need to train. This is actually what's working for your body. Then we can optimize for your longevity markers, creatine kinase, hormone planners, blood markers. These are healthy indicators that your body is training correctly. And so you're not just grinding now. Every single person is completely different. Every single person has different strengths and weaknesses and baseline. Therefore, once we actually do this correctly, you can start to eat 500 extra calories per day. That is our goal. Imagine 500 times 7, 3,500 calories every single day. That is a lot more calories than just eating less food per se. Now you can actually preserve this and your metabolism is so much higher. Higher capacity means you have a higher ability to withstand load. Once you have a higher ability to withstand load, we can introduce new type of training for you guys. And this is how you actually maintain a really lean physique for the rest of your life. Fast fiber training. This is the final protocol. Once you actually hit your ideal body fat composition, where there's like 10 to 12% or whatever it is, we can literally show you how to maintain this forever, guys. This is where your body really becomes permanent. Once your body reaches that ideal body fat percentage, we shift to this fast fiber training methodology. Why? Because it converts your soft, fluffy, endurance-based muscle to this dense, athletic, fast twitch tissue. Think about guys like Usain Bolt. Think about guys like sprinters, Cristiano Ronaldo, some of the leanest athletes in the world. Why? Because they have very high energy expenditure because they're training very hard. They can tolerate enormous training strength. They can train very hard. They burn significantly more calories out, just when they're training. And more importantly, they're fast fiber type. This is the thing that not only supports longevity, it's the thing that's going to allow you to burn so much calories from doing nothing. You become a freaking furnace. And that's how you build a system within the system. So give an example, endurance-based muscle, what most men have, soft, fluffy tissue, burns less at rest, very low training capacity, you get injured all the time, you age very poorly. It's hard to see physically. Think about guys who ride bikes all the time with big guts. Fast twitch training, what we build, dense athletic tissue, burns more at rest, higher training capacity, longevity benefits. You live like literally strongly research, you will live longer with this fast twitch muscle fiber type, lean defined appearance. That's a system within the system built specifically for your life. It's not a generic plan. It's a system that actually fits who you are. Then from here, we look at your actual life from the moment you wake up to when you sleep. What does your work schedule look like? When do you have peak energy windows? Do you take clients out for dinner? Do you travel often? And where do you travel to? What does that actually look like? Do you drink alcohol? Do you take clients out for drinks? How do you actually account for this? What does your morning realistically look like? Do you have chaotic mornings if you have kids? Then from here, it's no longer like I have to go and do this checklist. It more becomes a behavior change. The identity is what we are after. We want to create an identity transformation. The real is the person that you get to become. The behavior change is the identity change from this person who is career driven, who has a lot of success, who feels frustrated and stuff, to now you're the fittest version of yourself. You're that fit business owner. You're that fit career driven individual, that fit professional. You're the confident version of who you know you could be. And then when you start to think like that, fitness becomes less of I have to do this and more I get to do this. It's just who I am. It's part of my identity. I'm a fit version of myself, so I don't need to, I have to go and work out on vacation. To now, I can on vacation because it's who I am. It's my identity. And you do this through non-negotiables. Us holding you to a certain standard of who you are, you doing that every single day, and you just become that version of yourself. Your identity is your standard. It's an operating system because the system actually, like, you're getting results. The results truly become inevitable. It's not a matter of if you're going to get results. It's a really matter of when you will get it. And then from there, you maintain this through this identity. So now for you, start the system, start building the identity, start becoming that version of yourself. And then from here, your whole life will change. You raise the standard for your health and fitness, all aspects of your life will truly change. See you guys soon.